This is your WW3 News. Obviously, in past videos I was talking about the family of the woods. A family decided to live in the countryside. Simple way of living. And due to an episode which has arrived to the authorities, also called allegations of mushroom poisoning. I find that hard to believe. For those who live in the woods, who live in the countryside, because if you live in the countryside all your life you would have knowledge about the plants, unless you study at a university. It's a different thing. And they started off with the old Bill sticking their nose with the social services, and this family had their kids taken away, and living in primitive conditions. The social services said not to their standards, which you have to have electricity running and stuff like that. Well, it's not a founded motive to take away kids. And afterwards you got allegations they were scared of water. They may not have running water from the taps. They might have water which comes from a well. And afterwards, one of these things accused of one of the girls, I think it's the twins, don't know who it is, one or two. The social services or the tutela or what they called it, educators said, she doesn't know how to write and read. If her mum has a university degree and God knows what, and home schooling is better than going through mainstream schooling and saying, they don't learn nothing at home, doesn't know how to read or write. And she sustained the exam for homeschooling, which is a state exam, with good results. The social services, these educators, tutelers, giving information to the press about these kids, and then afterwards you put a gag on the parents for not how do you say, leaving statements to the press regarding these their disadventures. In Italy there are thousands of cases like this. 33,000 kids in fostering. That's a data. 3 billion lira a year goes into these structures to finance these foster homes, structures where you keep minors or even disabled people and elderly people, those who can't fend for themselves. There is one date. To keep a kid in a fostering home costs around about 300 euro a day, which the local government comes out. So there is an economic interest. Social services, solicitors, tutors, educators, and the magistrates, all in it. And all the bullshit which the social services say to the magistrates, they believe. If you want to defend yourself from these people, you have no say. And I couldn't even say it personally myself, because I had an unsavoury encounters with these bastards. I didn't give you no leeway. Say what you have to say to defend yourself. So it's always best to avoid these cunts much as possible, because they only drag you into shit, which in the end it doesn't compete with you. They want to make you a part of the system. They want those people to be assisted, because as soon as you start engaging them, they say, oh, you have to undergo probably a psychiatric evaluation. I should say the same thing to them. Why don't you go under a psycho test? Bunch of what you would call it, social psychopathic idiots they are. They have no heart, they have no scruples and no moral.